global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Peter Obi is taking center stage already ahead of the 2027 election. Everybody's talking about Peter Obi, APC, PDP, LP. Everyone is interested in the movement Peter Obi is creating. Some few hours ago, it's a case of El-Rufai literally telling it to Bola Tinubu that if you think you would get re-elected come 2027, that means you're not living in Nigeria. And if anyone thinks Bola Tinubu is getting back his seat, then the person is not in tune with the reality in Nigeria. Well, while all of this is going on, there seems to be a warning coming from top politicians that Peter Obi should get ready, that this is not 2027, 2023, that he had what he had. They are ready for him. And already the North are aligning. Everywhere is Peter Obi. Let's dive into the news proper to find out all of this wrapped into one. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Let's start with what the Nigerian businessman and political commentator Uche Rogers got to say. He said he's actually issued a strong warning to Peter Obi and the Obidient movement ahead of the 2027 general elections. In a statement he posted on his official social media handle, Rogers urged Obi to critically reassess and restructure his political movement to face the current political climate. He wrote, and I quote, "Dear Peter Obi, it is time to rebrand and redesign the Obidient movement. The challenges ahead have taken on new dimensions. This is no longer 2023. You are now contending with principalities and powers. And this requires a renewed strategy, structure, and spirit." Now his message, his message has since gone viral, is seen by many as a wake-up call to the Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate. Rogers emphasized that the 2027 race will be tougher, more complex, and would demand deeper political engagement and preparedness. I totally agree with him. But let's find out what is happening in faraway northern part of Nigeria as the Obidient movement have taken full-fledged shape. There have been several reactions from social media users after it was announced that over 7,500 people have just joined the Obidient movement in Kano State. And this announcement was contained in a post by Dr. Yenusa Tanko, the national coordinator of the Obidient movement, shared on his social media handle. In a post that surfaced online, Yenusa Tanko stated that he has received Adamu Gingiyu, a former governorship candidate who has so many followers, into the movement in Kano State. Yenusa Tanko stated that the goal is to ensure that the number of the supporters of Peter Obi increases in the northern part of the country. Here are some of the pictures that you're seeing at the background. Today in Kano, I received Comrade Salisu Adamu Gingiyu, a two-term governorship candidate of NTP and PRP, with his team members over 7,500 cut across the state into the Obidient family in Kano State. They are here to help strengthen the growing numbers of the Obidient movement in Kano and indeed the northwestern state. We say welcome to the movement as we continue our structural building down the line. A new Nigeria is possible. Wow. I guess Peter Obi is definitely sending fireworks ahead of time. And of course, Peter Obi have reacted to the fact that they cannot implement death sentence for corrupt politicians, but they can compare Nigeria to other countries of the world, particularly China. But yet, they are not putting that part of the Chinese law, that death sentence to every corrupt politician. And just some fairly recently, a few hours ago, Umahi could not resist the urge to tell the person of Peter Obi to come on, you should join. It's my brother, Peter Obi. Join the APC family fold and let us together endorse Bola Tinubu for 2027 election. But nobody has ever told Atiku Abubakar to please join the APC family and endorse Bola Tinubu, simply because actually the real bone of contention is Peter Obi. But it's good to know that even fairly recently they've been rapping him on the grounds that he has agreed for a VP role. He said he has never agreed to that. The coalition is going on, but of course, he cannot tell the movement that he's going for VP role. My colleague is in the house. What's her take in all of these dramas unfolding in our political space.
All right. The situation in Nigerian politics is one that cannot be predicted. Now, with what we have seen thus far, the level of support from the northern part of Nigeria, it's worth commending. But at the same time, we must be clear about this, that 2027 election, though 2 years away, but the northerners believe that when their people are on board, that is when governance does what is right, which is absolutely not true, because during the period of Buhari, we saw what happened. But be that as it may, I think that at this point, Peter Obi should be clear enough to know that he needs to begin bridge building, which he has been doing, try to get across to the northerners to bring them into his own dream. That's let them understand that what I'm about to do is devoid of religious sentiment, is devoid of ethnic sentiment, because that's one of the things that still, up till now, they cannot deal with ethnicity with the South. They believe that anybody from South will be ethnic conscious, which is absolutely wrong. He needs to clarify this. But talking about 2027, it's going to be very tough. Don't forget that the man that they are all gathering to rescue Nigeria, according to them, from is one person that is very dogged. Apart from being dogged, he has already surrounded himself with a team of politicians who are good in playing Nigerian, in quote, Nigerian politics. The likes of them Wike, the likes of them Umahi, the Ganduje themselves, all of them, they know how to play this politics. So it's a case of the Nigerian people with the politician. The big question is, would we be able to hold the system accountable enough for the right thing to be done as at the time of this election? As we are talking right now, looking at even the party level, one cannot be so sure that Labour Party will be in their right state of mind come 2027. We are not even sure of it. So write down all of those things must be fully checked and things put right, so that when it's time to hit the ground running, there wouldn't be any form of hindrances. Apart from that, also, they need to set up a system that will serve as a check on INEC's activity come that 2027, so that if peradventure we have to hit the court again, because I know that Bola Tinubu would not watch with his eyes open and allow power to be stripped from it, and it has never happened in the history of Nigeria, apart from in the period of Jonathan. But for adding politicians like the person of Bola Tinubu, he will fight with everything he's got. So right now, I think Peter Obi has a lot to do. The people working with him has a lot to do. Nigerians themselves has a lot to do if we want him to come in. But I can assure you that it's not going to be an easy ride as it was, because right now, all eyes are on him. Notice very well, whenever any other politician talk, presidency will not respond. Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, when they talk, the presidency comes on them. Why? Because they know that they've been able to capture the hearts of Nigeria. How they will prevail is one thing no one can predict. But however, I think that they have hit the ground running early enough.
Well, let's just hope that Nigerians understand the dynamics of what they're about to play come 2027. Even though it came a little too early, the government of the day still have more than enough months to run this particular administration to be able to sell themselves. But they're busy already starting to do a bid ahead of time. Let's put it